Assessors meeting today, February 2nd, 2022, Wednesday.
Madam Chairwoman, I will read the state of emergency public access notice. Due to public safety concerns regarding the COVID-19 pandemic, this meeting will be open to the public through remote participation only. The meeting will be accessible to the public via audio conferencing capabilities by telephone. If you would like to listen live, please dial 425-436-6392 and enter the access code 604239 to join the teleconference. Please be advised that the chairwoman may not allow questions from the listening public. Madam Chairwoman, board members, you don't have any appointments this evening. I'll just remind you that your budget presentation with the Board of Selectmen, and this is BOA, but it should be BOS, is on February 9th at 7:40 p.m.
Who's that with? Which one?
Board of Selectmen, February 9th at
Budget.
7:40 p.m. And I provided another copy of the schedule so you know who will be before you and who will follow you. Probably.
And when's the one with the finance?
Finance Committee is on February 10th, the next evening at 8:05 p.m. So next Wednesday and next Thursday, 7:40 on Wednesday, 8:05 on Thursday. You have the correspondence before you from the mail folder. You also have warrants and bills payable, motor vehicle trailer board excise, etc. I don't have any minutes for you to review, but I will have minutes for your next meeting.
Thanks. Thank you.
On the 19th.
So hot.
And you have one item of new business. The annual Assessors map revision. I made copies for each of you. I've reviewed the agreement. It's pretty straightforward.
What's it cost? I was going to ask you about that anyways. What's it cost? I had the occasion to go in and use some of that. What's it cost like to update those layers? To, put more layers on there? Like for example, I don't think there's the wetlands or like underground utilities or, I'm just, is there like a menu of adding layers, what it would cost?
I'll try to answer that question.
If you can't, no biggie. I'm just,
No,
yeah.
the best I can, because you asked a couple of questions, but I think that.
Well, that's one of the layers. That's all. It's the same question with different layers. That's all.
I think the simple answer, Steve, is that this contract proposal for $2,700 updates the assessor's maps, and then the the $3,000 hosting fee by the same company provides most of the layers that you're asking.
So who is that? CAE?
CAE.
Yeah.
So they take Mass GIS data, they take SRE data, they take data from probably a half a dozen to a dozen different sources, and they just complement their own maps.
Have you had an occasion? I have a million times now. The state, the GIS state, the Oliver, they updated that, making it, from where it was like sideways Russian 8 years ago. Now it's real user friendly. It's nice.
And they're doing the same thing, and they're using Google Maps, and Google Maps uses their maps.
The problem is they're only as good as the host community. Like in West Bridgewater, I go in there and I can't get what I want because they didn't, they didn't supply it to them with the wetland stuff.
In West Bridgewater?
In West Bridgewater, they have like they show the parcels.
On Mass GIS?
Yeah, they might. I don't know. Maybe it might show a general overview. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll take that back.
Yeah.
But I looked at something recently, a 24-acre piece, and I didn't see it there. But they had a pond that was sitting on the site. I looked at that for somebody, and that pond was there, and it wasn't on our old assessors maps. But so, I'm not sure where I'm talking from here, but you go into some of these communities, and it's like, they get your family pictures from 1987 in there. They get everything in there,
Yeah, and they have different Google dates, which is really good.
Yes, on the base maps.
Because you can see what the parcel looked like in 2007.
Right.
2008,
Yep.
2009.
Right.
And if you have a few minutes after the meeting, Steve, or any time for your convenience, I can go through some of those layers with you and show you where some of them are.
No, I know. I can sift through it myself.
Okay.
If I have a specific question, like on cost something down the road, if it comes to that or whatever, But, you know, I mean, those things are so, I mean, where was it when you and I were, you know, fighting the war 30 years ago with this stuff? You know, it's really incredible.
With
you know,
the plastic, with the Mylar.
all that, yeah, all that stuff,
sheets,
yeah.
Running them through.
Notifying the
ammonia.
butters and all that stuff, and you know, yeah.
Yep. Modern technology is, it does have
Something else,
its
yeah.
upside. So this proposal for the period of January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2023 is $200 more than last year. So they're proposing to do that. If you look on the second page, under cost,
Some type of CPI increase or something?
$200. That's the first increase in 3 or 4 years. So I think it's a modest increase. But what for-
Yeah, because I mean,
It's been
we only had them a
$2,500.
couple of years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been $2,500 since the board
Yeah, that's
engaged
right.
their services,
Yes.
and this year it's gone up $200. And they would charge $15 per building footprint, which, I mean, to me, that's a nominal cost. If you have 100 building footprints, new construction, it'd be $1,500
So-
additional.
They're not on there now, and they would charge you additional money to put new ones on there, or are they on
New
now? I
ones.
forget. They're not on there now, right? The footprints are
Yeah,
on there?
they're all.
I forget, yeah.
It's fairly complete, but this would be every year, new construction.
And, right,
They would
yeah.
add the footprints of those.
Right, yeah. I look at so many of them through the course, you know, the course of the months. I forget which, some communities, they're pretty slight, you know, and others are pretty, you know,
Yes.
intricate, so yeah, that's fine.
And that's really the gist of the agreement.
Is that that improvement going on there, that's from an aerial photo, so that you'd be able to get sidelines off that and setbacks and stuff? You know, I mean, reasonable, you know, reasonable.
Reasonable estimates,
Yeah.
yes, yes. There are measuring tools that are included in the software.
Right.
On the website.
Yes, yeah, okay, thank you.
So if the board has any questions, answer them for me if I can. Otherwise, I'd ask you to take a vote on engaging the services of CAI.
Make a motion to accept the contract of CAI.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye,
Aye.
thank you.
Did you get the vote, Danielle? Thank you. I think that's it for open session.
We sign this, you want us to sign all these, right?
sorry?
Just have to sign this in the back.
Please, yeah, just one. I made copies for each of you to review, but please just sign only one.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Do you want to sign this one, Steve?
Yeah.
Yes. I'll pass
Thank
it
you.
on.
Yeah. Great, yeah. I think you signed all of them.
I signed everything.
I might have missed one or two. There's 2 signatures on them. So.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. We gotta push these tables a little closer.
That's awesome.
Hold
Maybe
on a
I can
second.
kick you out of here. Say something. Stupid. All right, so otherwise, the rest of your business would be in executive session. I recommend the board go into executive session for the following purposes: to review applications for abatement or exemption of classification pursuant to or relative to Purpose 7 of Mass General Laws, Chapter 59, Section 60, to review and discuss strategy of pending appellate tax board cases relative to Purposes 3 and 7 of Mass General Laws, Chapter 59, Section 60, because to do so in open session could have a detrimental effect on the board's litigating position, and to discuss the town administrator's correspondence dated January 14th, 2020, regarding the principal assessor position relative to Purpose 1 of Mass General Laws, Chapter 59, Section 60, and to return to open session just to record the votes of any actions on applications for abatement.
Okay.
Okay, and make a motion to go into executive session for the reasons John stated at 6:18 and to reconvene in open session. Have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Roll call. McCarthy, yes.
Anka?
Yes.
Smith, yes.
Okay.
The board is reconvened in open session, and we granted abatements 11 and 18. The board denied abatements 4, 7, 9, 15, 16, 20, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 92. That's it.
Motion to adjourn would be ordered in order,
Motion.
Madam Chair.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Paula?
All those in favor?
You didn't say all in favor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
7:10.
How many applications did we end up?